In this video, we'll be continuing with the HTML5 tutorials. So we'll be continuing with our website. So we'll be editing a page that we already made. So the video will be on navigation lists. So we'll be working. So a navigation list is an unordered list of hypertext links placed within the nav element. The general structure is. So we'll be looking at general structure. So it's nav. So nav block, a UL block, and then a list block. So UL stands for unordered list. LI stands for list. So we'll just work with that here. So first we'll open our ct_about.html file. There should be this one, which we already made in a previous tutorial. Okay, so what we will do is we will open the ct_about.html file. So open it in an HTML editor. I'm using WebStorm. In your IDE, I'm using a WebStorm IDE. It's working smooth so far. Recommended if you're a student. You can get it for free. If you're not, VS Code works, Atom 1, whatever you want. I think you can actually I'm not sure if CSS is supported, but you can edit HTML files in a lot of IDEs. But we're gonna need, you need some CSS files. Okay, so first we'll go under the header. Right here. Under the image file, we'll say nav, so we'll say nav. Open a nav block here, we'll close it. I think just like that. Yeah, just a normal block, and then here we'll have a unordered list block. Say the same here. Thing here, I'll close it. And we'll say we'll indent, and we'll say LI for list. This is a one-liner, so we'll say about, close it, LI, just like that. Alright, so we'll say locations, then we'll close it. We'll close these. So this is all going to be LI for all the pages that we've made so far, which are we're going to be adding to these after adding the links to them. So here we'll just say LI, whoops. So we'll say menu space / LI, close it. And we'll say LI tag list. Stands for list. I think it stands for list. List element. So the LI HTML element is used to represent an item in a list. It must be contained in a parent element. An ordered list, comma, an unordered list, UL. So an ordered list is OL. An unordered list is UL, or a menu. Don't think we've used a menu yet. In menus and unordered lists, list items are usually displayed using bullet points, like points, like dots. In unordered lists, so in unordered lists, they are usually displayed with an ascending counter on the left, such as a number or letter. That should be fine. That's by Mozilla contributors. So you can go to developer.mozilla.org to get that full document, but that's just built into the IDE. So JetBrains stuff is good to use. They also, they created the language Kotlin. They created Android Studio that Android runs on, which is owned by Google. They're pretty advanced. They're creating other languages. They create IDEs. I think they're the most advanced IDEs. That's just my opinion. They're lightweight too. They're not like, cause like VS Code, if you look at your memory when you're running an IDE, it uses a lot of memory compared to JetBrains. Because I think with VS Code, all these languages, when it downloads the files for VS Code, it actually creates all the packages for like all the languages, so that just becomes a very heavy IDE. So in JetBrains, you can just choose the ones that you want during the installation process. Okay, so anyways, we'll just continue down here. So we have reviews. Space will close the list element. Open LI again, space, catering. LI, close it. And we'll say LI contact, close it, /li. Underneath that we just have unordered lists, unordered list. Below that we have nav, below that we have header. That should be it. So let's just see how it looks. So I'm just going to save it and run it. So you can't see this, but you should be able to see something on your own IDE. Looks legit. Can't click them yet, but it looks like it's coming up on the page with some options here. So it actually looks pretty nice. So it looks cool, so we'll just go with that. So now can we continue on here? Adding the actual links, so working with hypertext links. So let's just see what we can do here. Oops. Just give you guys a sec here to have a breather. We'll just set this up. Okay, so let's see. Just wondering if I should split this into another tutorial. So do you need some more files, or? Okay, I don't think we need to do that. So let's just have a description here. So hypertext is created by enclosing content within a set of opening and closing A tags. Have we used A tags yet? I believe we have somewhere. So for example, A space href points to string URL, close that tag, then content, then close another tag. It's like almost like a double confusing tag, where UML or a block where a URL is the uniform resource locator, which is a standard address format. So you know what a URL is? It's like a link, brings you to a website. So URL, which is a standard address format used to link to a variety of resources, including documents, email addresses, telephone numbers, and text messaging services. And contents is a document content marked as a link. So, and content is a document marked as a link. So when linking to another HTML file in the same folder, the URL is simply the name of the file. For example, a hypertext link to the ct_menu.html file will be marked as open angular bracket a space href points to string ct_menu.html close string closed first tag menu, which we already have, and then close the tag. I mean, we already have this part, so I think we're just adding to it. So if you're back on the screen here, we're just adding to that. I think that's what we're going to do here. So let's try that, add some links to it. Okay, so the first step is to return to the ct_about.html file in your HTML editor, which we already are here. Okay, so then we want to where's our boot here? So we're back in here into our navigation list. So nav ul underscore list element. We're adding to this here. So we're going to say open this a tag href, we'll say. We're looking for a file href, and we'll say string ct_about.html. I think some of them we should have changed the name, but that's okay, we'll just find them here. So these, if you're following the tutorial, you'll have this file in your folder. If you don't, go back to the series, it should be in a playlist, and just start from the beginning. Because we made the whole file from scratch previously. So now we're linking it into this web page. So then we're saying close the string. It's kind of a weird thing here. We're closing this tag here. Then we're going to have our about tag here. Then within that li thing tag, we're going to /a here. Close that. So bring that one back. Just like that. It's a little confusing, the structure of it. What does A stand for? The HTML. So it's an element for anchor element. With its href attribute, creates a hyperlink to web pages, files, email addresses, locations, let's say locations, in the same page or anything else a URL can address. So it could just go to another link, I think. Content within each A should indicate the link's destination. If the href attribute is present, pressing the enter key while focused on the A element will activate it. So it's almost like a button, but it's a link. Any more information about that? Supported by Chrome, Android, Chrome Android, Edge, Firefox, Opera, Safari iOS. So it works for it say Firefox? It did. Edge. Okay. Didn't say Internet Explorer. I think Edge is their new browser. Is that owned by Microsoft? I think. It's pretty much the newish, or the common browsers. So they were saying that when I learned the introduction to HTML, they were saying that sometimes it doesn't work on all browsers. So the newest stuff will work with the newest browsers because they're up to date. Any other browsers that you might use? I don't think so. Maybe Brave, right? Some people use Brave. Whoops. Sorry, just hit the mic. You'll have to check if it works on Brave. There's other browsers like Chromium, stuff like that, which I forgot what Chromium is. But you have to check if it works on those. As of right now, it just works on iPhone, Android browsers, Safari, I mean, and then Chrome for mobile, and then it works for, so Apple and Android browsers it works on. Then I think they're saying PC or tab here, tablet, they're saying Chrome, Edge, and Firefox, Opera. Opera 15. Does it say 15? So anyways, we'll just try this out. So it's just to see if it works. So first, I'm just gonna run it and just see. Actually, I could just run it and see how it looks here. Don't want the camera to stop as well. That could be a problem. But it looks like it's starting to hyperlink. Okay, it looks like it's starting to link itself. So it did work. It's a hyperlink. That's what it is. It's a hyperlink within a list. Okay, so now let's just add the rest here and we'll just conclude this one. So we'll say a space href points to ct underscore locations underscore text. Okay, this should have been changed. We'll just go with this underscore text.html. I think we're supposed to take the text out. That's okay. We'll just leave that. And here we'll say close that after the string. Locations. Then we'll say, we'll just add that a thing, a tag here, like that. Slash a. We'll close that a. There we go. So we'll just do that for the rest. Exactly the same. But we'll have to add our files. So what are the files? So they should be relatively the same as what we've said before. They should match with the description that we have already. So we have now what do we have? Menu. Okay, href menu. ct underscore menu underscore text.html. Then we'll just close that after the string. Space menu. Space a. Sorry, slash a. No errors. 3 more to do. And we're done with this tutorial, so we'll say a space href. Here we'll say ct underscore reviews underscore text.html. ct underscore reviews underscore text.html. That should be fine. Close that. Space that out. And we'll say here a slash, no, whoops, slash a. just like that. Do the same here for catering, so we'll say A here. href points to string. ct underscore catering underscore text.html. Oops. Close that after the string, space, space, close the A tag. And then we'll just add contact. So we'll say A space href points to string ct underscore, what do we have here? Is that all we have? Okay, so contact. Up into our contact page. Did I name this one wrong? What else do we have here? CT. We did do a contact page, I know that. Did I just forget to add it again? Or did I just double it with another page by accident? Okay, maybe we could just leave this one out. We'll just go with that. Actually, maybe we could just leave it as what it was. Just like that. I might try to add that later on if I remember. Okay, so that should be it. Let's just save it and run it. And you can't see this, but if you run it, you should see. I'll just go to. So Chrome's going to open up. Then it'll link this. I'm going to click this if the video stops. Thanks for watching. If you guys like the video, you can like and subscribe to support the channel for more programming and investing tutorials. But if the video doesn't stop, then you'll hear me. If I click it in, it stops, and I'll just see you guys in the next one. Let me just click this here. Okay, so it didn't stop. Okay, so it did work. Nice. Okay, so it did work. So our web page has a bunch of pages, and it's like it's almost like it's done. The web page is done. What else are we doing to this? So there's a few more things we're gonna do. We're gonna link to the internet. That's gonna be the main part. There's a few more things to do here. Just a little bit more, not too much. And we will be done. So we'll be working on CSS soon. So thanks for watching, guys. We're going to put this on the internet, just a few more things before that, and we're going to be done with this website. So we've made a whole website from scratch. So we're almost done. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys like the video, you can like and subscribe to support the channel for more programming and investing tutorials. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks.